welcome to the forest. This is a reading for the sign of Aquarius in love, work, or life in general. I'll be asking our guides about your current path and where you want to be. And I'll also be asking what they can see along the way and how to illuminate your journey. And at the end, I'll draw a card focusing on the element that shows up to help you stay balanced. So today we have these decks for y'all. I have the Crow Tarot, the Good Tarot, and then a couple Oracle decks here. So I thought I'd start with these cards for an element, for some spirit guides along the way. So what do we have for the sign of Aquarius? Ooh, right away, originality. Blaze your own trail. Wow, that's really amazing. It's like this wonderful, free-spirited girl dancing, and she's kicking up her feet in the waves wearing this gorgeous golden dress, and she has all these flowers in her hair. So just be you, originality. That's awesome. What else do we have for Aquarius? The originals, right? What else do we have? There we go. Ooh, dragon, discover your courage. That's really neat. I like this one. Lots of greens and flowers and plants and this whole new world behind them as they're going out on this journey over the water. It's kind of neat that there's water in both of these. It's like you're going out on an adventure and doing your own thing on the way. See, all of these have been saged and shuffled. I'll give these ones a quick shuffle. I felt like there were some animal spirits here that wanted to show up along the way for you. So we'll see what they have to say. What do the animal spirits on the path of Aquarius have to say today? Who wants to come out for Aquarius? Oh, we have a couple here. We have squirrel, it says always prepared, and dog, which says friend. And squirrel says you're the expert of hard work and hard play. This one is about not being distracted and getting things done. It's about staying focused and remembering that you have a goal in your future that you're trying to work for. And the one next to it is a dog. And this one's all about loving without condition. It's about being energetic and enthusiastic. It's about being a protector and a friend and finding happiness in life. So that's really neat. So we have like going off on an adventure and also being a friend and being happy and enthusiastic and also focusing on goals. Got a lot going on there, Aquarius. So I thought I'd do the Crow Tarot for most of it. So we'll see what we have here for your journey, where you are right now. Sorry if the audio sounds a little bit different. My earpiece actually is being really weird right now, so hopefully I get that fixed, but for now I'm just using one. What do we have right now for Aquarius is what the moon showed up, and the 7 of Cups and the 4 of Cups. Oh, 8 of Cups there. Did I say that? So it looks like that maybe you, I want to say, have maybe a couple different choices of things going on right now, and you're trying to work out what you really want. It looks like you're having a hard time deciding between things from the past and things maybe going on right now or in the future. I'm not sure if maybe the things in the past were painful or if maybe you're just not trusting in what the future holds for you. But I'm gonna keep going, we'll find out. Where do you want to be? Where does Aquarius want to be right now? The sun. Oh my god, is that any more perfect? Like, literally the opposite of the first card that came out. where you are, where you want to be. The moon is about things that are hidden from us or things that we hide from others or things that we can hide from ourselves. I mean, it's not necessarily like bad, super negative things or anything like that, but it's just things that we don't always really look at or things that we don't know, things that we need to understand better. So to have the sun come out, which is like the ultimate happiness and like the end all be all, is just funny. Alright, what else do we have for where you want to be? We also have the Three of Fire. Ooh. That's neat. See this person in a really pretty sparkly boat floating through the air off on an adventure somewhere. Looks like there's like maybe like a little compass or something on the tail end of them, and they're kind of just like looking out and discovering. You know, you don't really see much around them right now. There's clouds, but up high above you see there's like an illumination. There's a symbol up there, you know, and I like that. I think that she's, you know, trying to find her way on this new adventure, looking out for signs. I feel like that could be you. That's what you want to be doing right now. Instead of where you are now, which is back in your thoughts, trying to figure out, you know, how you feel about things. So we also have the Ace of Earth for where you want to be, which is a very stable, grounded place where you also have a lot of options and can kind of like take control of your destiny. I really like this picture in this one with this like very solid earthy foundation under him, but you also see symbols under him too, and it almost reminds me of like something that's, you know, how it's turning, you know, these circles in there, because he's going to start out on the journey here. He hasn't maybe quite decided where he's going to go. He's still looking everything over, but he's a solid foundation, you know. And I like that the light is illuminating him too. It's a really nice place to want to be. And I could totally see why if you're not feeling very grounded right now. So we'll see how to get you there. Oh gosh. Okay. Let me just quick. Yes, we'll talk. Okay, how do we get you there, Aquarius? How do we get you there? How does Aquarius get from this place of the nostalgia and maybe a little bit of sadness and needing to know some things that they don't know? Alright, well, I think that's enough cards. So we'll take those. So we have the Knight of Cups, the Nine of Wands, the Ten of Swords, the Lovers, the Eight of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and the Three of Cups. Alrighty. So what happened here? What are you thinking about, you know? Can you illuminate for me why is Aquarius back in their feels about things? Why are they not looking at their feelings for this journey? Because we have the King of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. I'm wondering if you have something or someone in your life that maybe looks promising for whatever reason you're not trusting this. Are you maybe worried that they cheated on you, or maybe it's just kind of triggering something from the past that I was bringing up a lot of like thoughts and feelings about this? Or maybe it's somebody from the past and you're like, well, I used to really, really like you, but now I'm not quite sure what's going on here. Maybe not quite sure how I feel about you anymore. Because the energy that you're feeling this way about was very strong. It was happy, bright, quick, fast, but something that you were working on, working towards, or someone, something you felt a very, you felt a connection with, like you spent time with this person, regardless of how much time you spent with them, you felt like you spent enough time, or if this project, like you spent enough time on it or them, where, losing them would definitely hurt. Losing it would hurt. Hmm. Well, I'm sorry if that's the case, but we're gonna keep moving on here. And I mean, like, it could just be too that you're worried that whatever that you have invested in, that it's just gonna like burn out right away, or maybe not. Maybe isn't worth your time and money, or maybe it wasn't in the past. Maybe you ended up kind of just like left out in the cold. But see, because along your journey here we have, I see some struggle, I see some conflict, and I also see that maybe you were hurt. Like I'm seeing, like I feel kind of bad, like if this is a love situation, I kind of feel like maybe something happened with somebody that you really cared about, and things were kind of moving along pretty good, and you had like a good feeling about it, and things kind of happened, um, that maybe made you feel like you were in competition with them, maybe because of their work schedule, or maybe you thought somebody else was involved. But you definitely felt like, and I mean, this could be you too. I mean, it's possible that, somebody else just came into the picture that you were with, and now you're kind of like looking back at the past, kind of like, oh, well, things were really good back then, and you're kind of like ignoring the stuff that's going on now. Well, I don't say ignoring, but you're more focused on what's behind you than what's ahead. Like you're like you can kind of like, I feel like that there's stuff going on around you that it's supposed to be that you're supposed to be focusing on maybe a little bit more, and you're not though. I mean, like I definitely don't see you looking towards like a bright cheery future at the moment. Not that I'm trying to sound like negative or anything. I'm not. I mean, this is just what the cards are saying right now. The cards are just kind of saying like you're not very happy about things. um there are a lot of the cards where you are now with the moon, and not looking quite at the things in any of these pictures. I mean, he's looking up at the moon here, like he wants things to be illuminated, but there's that bird in the cage there, that part of him, those things that he can't see or doesn't want to free yet. And in these other cards, he has all these cups in front of him or behind him, and he's looking off towards the mountains. And in the next one, this crow's only looking at the one cup instead of all the ones that are next to him. And the cups represent your emotions, and they can represent how you feel about things. So in none of these, I mean, they're really kind of not really focused on anything but things that aren't really necessarily in the present moment, things that aren't really what's going on right now. Or like, I see a lot of like not looking at how you really feel about things, I guess is maybe the short way to put that. And the reason for it was, like I said before, was this this energy that came in, whether this was a person or a job that was very bright and promising, but maybe kind of swept you off your feet and made you think that you were going to be more invested in it than maybe what turned out to be. And like, I feel like you were really, really happy, and you're just kind of like, I don't know, gotten your feelings about things, your head about things, or maybe that's like just another energy that came in and kind of just made you go, I mean, it might be someone or something from the past too, but I think it kind of has you, you know, unfocused on the present moment and not looking at how you really feel about things that might have happened or that are happening. But I mean, and then we do have the cards of where you want to be, which is like, happiness and a new adventure and being solid and grounded and having options and getting to go off and, you know, start off on that new adventure, knowing that the things that you're going to put yourself in are going to be grounded and things that you want to invest in and put yourself into. Because along the journey, I do see you needing to release some things. We have the Knight of Cups here with the Nine of Wands and the Ten of Swords. We have the Eight of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and we have a lot of energies here of saying goodbye to things that are hurting you because you're tired of them and you just don't want to do this anymore. You don't want this struggle, and even if at times you are successful, you're like, you know what? I'm ready to do something that makes me happy. I'm ready to love again. I'm ready to, enjoy my time with my friends, my family, create new things and be happy. Because right now you just feel super lost about this. And I mean, like, I don't blame you, it's not an easy energy to be in. And what you see for yourself is the exact opposite of it, and it's definitely doable. It really is. I see you needing to refocus on those emotions, and I know that's kind of like, you're like, what? But I see you needing to let go of whatever it was in the past or that's been creeping up on your feelings, like this sad nostalgia, like, and it might be to something that maybe you did love once, and so that's kind of why it's hard to let go, but at the end of the day, you do want illumination, you do want a fresh start, you do want to know that what you're putting yourself into is going to be good for you, and you just don't feel good right now. I mean, and I'm not saying that for everybody, like, I'm not trying to be negative. I mean, and it could be that you are purposely, looking for these things, like purposely, like, all right, like, this thing isn't making me like really happy right now, I need to figure this out, right? I mean, I'm not really seeing that like a lot here, but at the same time, I mean, maybe you're listening to this for a reason, right? So anyway, I see along the way with this Knight of Cups here, I can go into detail about that. This is a really nice card. This is a card of being focused about your emotions, and I really like that because in these cards you're kind of, well, in this one, I guess, I mean, I kind of like the 8 because I feel like that's like that's a step closer to accepting these emotions and accepting happiness, looking towards the future, whereas in this one you're kind of, looking toward the past. You're looking toward one thing when you actually have a lot of things around you to be happy about. And I feel like this Knight of Cups is here to say, hey, don't forget you have this whole ocean around you. You have this beautiful beach and these lovely flowers and a whole ocean of fish, and it's not like in the card that it's not in the energy that you're in now where you're just like, oh, I don't really understand what's in front of me. This road looks really, really hard. It's kind of dark and dreary. I feel like this energy is here to come in and say, hey, you need to embrace this lighter side. You need to, like, remember, hey, yeah, there is a whole ocean, there is a beach. Like, I can do this. Like, I'm not just stuck here. I'm Aquarius. I have wings. I am awesome. I'm amazing. I have other things I can focus on. And And I am a cool person, and I do have really cool things in my life that I like and that I want to, pay more attention to, you know, and I feel like if you start focusing on that, it'll kind of help clear some of this up, because like while you're in that energy, you're able to release these things. You're able to better, you know, deal with the day-to-day things that are going on, because you're going to be more in tune with yourself. You're going to be more in tune with your feelings, you know. And I feel like, especially like with this card up here, the squirrel card of like focus, and dragon, like the courage one, like they're saying you're going to need to focus, but these struggles, like you're going to be able to release them, to drop them. Like you're almost there with these cards here. This is saying this is you on your journey fighting for this. This is you fighting for your happiness right here, okay? This is you realizing that you don't want to keep cycling, that you don't want to keep looking back, that you want to move forward, okay? And this card about being in your thoughts, this one is just about release. This one isn't I'm stuck in my thoughts, okay? Your feelings, if you listen to your feelings, they are going to guide you, okay? Because your thoughts, you have that handled. You really do. You know what this is about, and you're going to release it. You're going to let it go, because you want this new beginning, you want to feel happy again, and that's the only way you can go, is up. Like once you do that, you're free. You're on to the next thing. You're on to your ace your ace of wand, that brand new beginning in whatever you're passionate about. This can be money, it can be job, it can be what you are passionate about. And I do believe that this can also be like people. It can be your home, it can be what you are putting yourself into. And I see you here looking at the things around you going, wow, I'm glad I did this, because I can't be here sitting on this wand, on this one thing, looking out on this amazing vista in front of me, on this path, on this golden path to what I want to do. And honestly, a lot of paths here, like he could fly off to the city, he could fly off into these flowers, or fly off into where these feathers are, the fog or whatever. But he can't do that if he is also fighting all these other energies and things going on, if he is also carrying all these burdens and not looking at his feelings. This is him starting off on this new journey. And on this new journey, you also have the Lovers, which is a card of the universe coming together to help you on your journey, because this is you and another energy coming together. And I'm not going to say what this energy is. This could be another person, this could be a family member, this could be just something very good in your life, this could be you connecting to whatever it is, but this is a card of two things coming together to create something. It's taking that actual physical step with somebody or on something. This is the universe. And it might be like just, divinity coming down to give you knowledge, to enlighten your path. But it's going to make you feel better about things. It's going to help you feel better about life in general, and want to, celebrate and enjoy things again. Because regardless of what happened in the past, or if somebody hurt you or whatever, you have new things coming your way. Life is a cycle. And I see that you see that here, because you start at the moon and you want to end up at the sun. And I think that's why I feel so like driven during this reading, because I really feel that you feel this, and I really like that. And like I said, just from what I'm seeing here, you have a lot of happiness. You have a lot of like good emotional things, and maybe some emotional things that aren't so good. And if you have these like thoughts that are around there, I feel like deep down that if you release these thoughts, the emotions will follow. Like if you follow these emotions, you're going to realize, I am looking at the past. Like I want to look to my future. I don't want to sit in these thoughts. And I kind of feel like you're kind of doing that right now, like you're not being super honest. And I think you do want to be, though. I do think you want to illuminate these feelings and know what's going on and let things go. And I feel like, regardless of the situation, if you feel bad because maybe in the past somebody, you know, did you wrong, maybe they were cheating on you, not treating you right, maybe just being negative or whatever, maybe just putting conflict and competition into your life, like just too much. I see you following your feelings and focusing on the things that make you happy, you know. And if there was, like, let's say a third party thing going on where the situation just went sideways and it was like they're spending too much time with someone else doing something else, or maybe you were, I see you focusing on the things that do make you happy because you want a new beginning, and there might be somebody else or something else coming in to kind of like take you by the hand and be like, all right, yeah, dude, we're doing this, like we're getting out of this bad energy, we're getting out of these bad thoughts, we're going to pull you out of the past and into the future. All right, but you're going to have to do some work along the way for sure. But it's worth it. It's totally worth it because, I mean, that's an amazing goal to have, the sun, And the universe likes that, The universe wants us to be happy. They want us to be, doing our thing and putting our good vibes out there. And I really like that the sun came out for you. Like, that's really cool. Anyway, I'm going to get a card for an energy to wrap this up. If there are any animals in this deck that wanted to come out, I'm going to do a quick shuffle here. Alright, so what do we have for Aquarius to maybe an energy? What's on? The Three of Water, Three of Shells. We have that. We had a lot of cups. I don't think we had that one yet. Did we? Oh, we did. We do this thing all the time. That's why I always have to check. Like, what? There it is. Kind of focus in on that, huh? They said. So if you need something to focus on, Aquarius, you wonderful, intuitive, sensitive, badass air sign. If you need an element to kind of help get you through this because you're like, oh, I just want to be happy. I just want to know what's going on, right? Your guys are suggesting that you focus on being playful. They're saying focus on being happy, going out. If you want to hang out with your friends, someone sends you an invite, they're saying go do it. They're saying do it, online friends, or even if it's just something that just makes you happy, something that's playful and fun and just kind of makes you smile or laugh or whatever. That's what they're saying to focus on right now. So, anyway, take care and I'll talk to you later.